Hi, this is Kat at inkingpaperwithkat.com. Welcome to my craft room. Today is part 2 in the 3-part series we're working on to make this little book box that contains gift cards on one side and tags on the other. Part 1 was how to make the gift cards. Part 2 is how to make the tags. So let's get started. For this project you will need a strip of cherry cobbler that's 2 inches wide. This is 2 by 12, but 2 by 11 will work fine. Also a strip that is 2 inches wide of garden green. We need a piece of 8.5 by 4 Whisper White ribbon. I'm going to be using the Quilted Christmas ribbon. It has cherry cobbler and garden green in it, so it's perfect for this project. The stamp set we are going to use are the Merry Little Labels. We also are going to use the Everyday Label Punch, white embossing powder, Versamark ink, and a heat gun. So let's get started with our stamping. So you're going to take your paper, and when you do embossing, it is always a good idea to prepare your paper so that you don't end up with your embossing powder sticking where you don't want it to stick, and you use an embossing buddy and just give it a good coating, because this is a dark paper and we're using white embossing powder. We're using Versamark ink and the Let It Snow stamp on this one. So ink it up really well. Press, hold for a few seconds. And repeat. And we're going to repeat down the length of this page. And you should be able to get 4 images. Alright, we're going to use our white embossing powder. I keep my embossing powder in a sealed container that's larger than the jar, especially for projects like this where I can just kind of hold it over the container. And make sure you've got it completely covered. Set your embossing powder to the side. I use, except I can't, here it is, these Swiffer sweepers to wipe up both embossing powder and glitter. They work really well and they last forever. Alright, let's take our embossing gun. Do heat it up for a few minutes. No, well, not minutes, just a few seconds, just so that the heat gets started. And you'll know when the powder has started to melt, because it will. That was my doorbell. And I think you can see that it's turning a much whiter white. Alright, I'm going to fast forward through the rest of this. All right, we're done with those. Now we're going to do our green. Since I've already done one, what I will do is I will actually plan on fast forwarding through the stamping and embossing process so that you don't have to sit through it. We're changing stamps to no peeking. Always a good thing to put on kids' packages. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, and admittedly even as an adult, I loved to shake packages and try to figure out what's in them. And as a kid, I was definitely known to do some serious peeking. Okay, that's all of our stamping and embossing done. So let's move on to actually putting these tags together. We're using the Everyday Label Punch, and we're just going to go in and line these up and punch them out. These little gift tags would be cute done in a variety of colors and just given on their own. I mean, everybody needs gift tags when it comes to Christmas. Alright, now we also need to put a backing on this, partly to cover where we attach our ribbon, but also to give a place for people to write the to and from. You could stamp it with to and from as well. Oops. All right, let's assemble them. You need to decide about how long you want your loop. And what I do is I just cut my ribbon once I've decided. I measure it. So this is about 4 1/4, and then I just lay the ribbon out and cut as many as I need. And that way I'm doing it all at one time, realizing you probably can't see that. And they don't all have to be exactly perfectly the same. We need one more. All right, what you do is I take my glue dots and I put one end like that and I fold it, and then put the other end on the next glue dot and pull them off. And then I put them on the back of my little tag. And you can use snail or I wouldn't use snail, I would use fast fuse. You can also use Tombow to adhere these. And then you're going to line this up. Now this would be the advantage of Tombow, is that it's much easier to line things up because you've got some time and you can move it around. So it's really all in what you are comfortable with. And there's your tag. We'll do one more. I don't want to sit here and do all of them for you because you'll get bored. But I will turn the camera off, finish them, and then come back and show you. Again, put your glue dot down. The other one. Fast fuse on the back, and you do need to get a fairly good coverage on it. And then you want to line it up. And there they are, 8 tags all done. It didn't take very long at all. I hope you enjoyed the project. I hope you come back when we do part 3, which is the box to hold them in. And if you haven't seen part 1, I hope you go check that out. Thanks for watching.